Okay, a bit of a floor play warm-up. All right, so what we want to do, and this is stuff that you can do every day, but it's also good to prep yourself for these little sessions as well. All right, just remember that this is a general warm-up or a general mobility or check-in with your body. If you're going to go straight to high-level push-ups or something like that after this, you might want to ramp up to it, because this is going to generally, iron out the little tweaks, but it's not going to get me prepped enough to do it like a handstand. So I would want to ramp up to that handstand. I'll explain that in another video, but I'm sure you'll understand. All right, so first one. Let's get these wrists a little bit warmed up. Spread those fingers. Point the fingers toward your knees. Now I've also got to now dig my toes in, and I'm going to sit my bottom back to my heels. So as I rock back, not only stretches out my feet and ankles, stretches out through here. And I can rock forward. I want to really keep my shoulders away from my ears as well. And as I rock back, I can breathe out, breathe in. And I could do about 5 of these. I could do more, of course. And maybe on the 5th one, I hold, maybe anything from a 15 to a 30 count. I'm just feeling, we need to do this. We need to let these open up. All right, from there, let's go to I'll turn for you. How's that? I'll turn into a table position. So pointing the toes, and I'll let the feet go flat. Knees under the hips, hands under the shoulders. Lengthen out. And then inhale into this cat lift. Exhale into this cat arch. And I'm trying to steer from the tailbone through the pelvis, through every joint of the spine. But I'm also going to move every single joint. And lifting the chest here, this is where I'm stiff in this thoracic extension, but I'm also stiff in this lumbar flexion, so I'll focus on the low back, round it out here. Again, listen to what the body's telling you, don't go crazy, even though this is a pretty safe drill, don't go crazy with it. So inhale, exhale. Alright, now what I'm going to do is get a little bit of a lateral shift. So you can do this number of ways, but I'm going to do this one with you where you stay there, cameraman. I want to show you from this angle, okay? So what I want to do is pick a spot in the centre of my sternum, thereabouts, right about there, that one spot. And that single spot is going to lead to the left, and then that same spot is going to lead to the right. Then it's going to lead to the left, and then it's going to lead to the right. And you can make this small, or you can make it as big as you can. Go slow at first, so you're really mindful of trying to lead through that exact spot. And it takes a little bit of practice. Don't worry, it's okay, but try and really dial into it. And then once we've got that, we're going to draw a few circles, which is really valuable to freeing up this stiff area. So if we go small again, so up, to the right, down, to the left, up, to the right, and just gradually drawing that circle bigger and bigger until we've got maybe a full range. And you can do a few in each direction, but quite often if I'm stiff through here, I feel those little adjustments, those little pops of air releasing or gas releasing as the joint moves. So it really helps me prep for a good movement session. If the spine's moving freely, then we've got a chance of our nerves, our nervous system really feeding the correct signals to the right muscles, get them working at the right time with the appropriate level of strength. So it's a really valuable drill. All right, from there we can sit back. I can bring my toes together, keep the knees apart and sit back. If I need to take just a few repetitions to get there, that's fine. And some people might want to keep their legs in that square position, which again is fine. I think it helped me open up a little bit to here. So I could inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. We could also extend this little bit, and we can even come with this little wave. Again, don't overreach, try and let your hips open up, and then try and move through every joint of the spine. So we're opening up, and then rolling back, chin to chest, then through the shoulders, upper back, mid back, lower back, back to the hips and the knees. Then we can maybe pry around here. Find a little bit of space in these shoulders and the sides of the trunk. You see how I'm rolling onto the blade of the hand here? That helps to open up the back of the shoulder. Just resting my head on there with a little bit more weight. Make sure we're breathing through all this. Finding a little bit of space. And if I wanted to, I could walk the hands across to one side. So this long side gets a nice stretch. And again, breathing through this, just hopping up and down, prying out. And maybe a few on the other side. And then, this little one, which I tend to like to do, I'll go this side. If I step through here, making sure the front foot's far enough forward. We want to make sure we're kneeling and stepping on those tram tracks. We've got space in between, we're nice and stable. If in doubt, creak it out a little bit more. Square the hips up, tuck the tailbone, reach through the crown of the head. You can use your hands here if you really need to lengthen, some assistance to lengthen, but then draw forward without releasing that tummy and butt, without releasing that tucked position. So in here, I've got a nice stretch in my hip flexor, and again I'm going to come in and out of that. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Once I've done about 5, I would hold that position maybe 15-30 seconds again. I'm going to do the other side, like so. So, tilt, tuck, lengthen, draw into it as I exhale, inhale, release, draw into it as I exhale. And again, after around about 5 repetitions, I would have done 3. I can hold that, a nice flat back, nice upright posture, nice engaged hips, feeling that stretch for about 15-30 seconds. And then release. Beautiful. Warm up.